Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm checking out the Dead Island Definitive Collection. This was released for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. It's basically a remaster of the original Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide, and it also includes a game called Dead Island Retro Revenge. If you never played Dead Island, it's basically a zombie RPG. You have a character, you level up as you play, you get weapons, perks, all that stuff. You get stronger weapons, zombies get stronger. You know how RPGs work. There's quests, fetch quests, escort missions, all that fun stuff. Now, when this game originally came out on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, there was a lot of hype behind it, and it definitely didn't deliver for most people. The game ran horribly. There were framerate issues. It looked like a mess. And it just didn't deliver on the promise that the original trailer gave us. So, years later, it's been remastered and re-released. And I wanted to give it another chance because I know some people really did get into this game and I just couldn't at the time. So I put a good amount of time into the first Dead Island game now. And I have to say, I do like it a lot more than I remember. The game looks much better. At least the environments do. The lighting, most of the textures around you, and kind of the scenery. It all just looks much better. Now, the characters and the little cutscenes in the game, not so much. They're definitely improved, but they still look kind of like crap. Especially during cutscenes when characters move, there's kind of like a blur of where they are. It looks wrong. This game wasn't ever really known for its story or voice acting, so that's not really a big knock on it because you're not getting it for that, I hope. But it's just something to be aware of. I think the game controls much better now because of the frame rate. I remember having a lot of trouble with the melee system in this game originally. And I think frame rate was probably one of the biggest issues. It just felt like I was missing everything. It feels good now. If you played Dying Light, it's a lot of the same people made that game. So if you like that game, Dead Island now feels a lot like that, minus the parkour elements. But it's still, you're getting weapons, you get stronger weapons, you have to keep them up, you have to repair them. You can also modify these weapons that do electrical damage and whatnot. The little mini-game that comes with the pack, Dead Island Retro Revenge, is not so good. I mean, it's okay, it's a little 2D kind of brawler where you don't control, you're just moving from left to right on the screen, and there's zombies in your lane, and you can either go up or down to avoid them, or kick them, or whatever you want to do. And it's okay, it's entertaining for about 5 minutes. I wasn't really into it. If you're an achievement or trophy hunter, it does have a list, so you can unlock some while playing it. But I wouldn't recommend being too excited for that. And one reason I say that is because if you get the digital versions of the game, you can buy them separately for $20 each. And for newcomers, I'd probably recommend going that route, just buying the first Dead Island and seeing if you like it, instead of buying them both together and finding out this may not be the game for you. Another huge thing to note is that even if you buy the physical copy of the game, Dead Island Riptide is digital only. There's no disc for it. And it doesn't say that anywhere on the package, so it's a little bit of a ripoff if you were planning on getting both physical copies or you don't have the hard drive space or the ability to download a game like that. So that's just something to note before buying it. So overall, I am actually enjoying my time with Dead Island this time. For newcomers, I'd recommend just getting a digital version of the original, seeing if you like it. If you do, you can carry over character progression into Dead Island Riptide, and you still have spent the same amount of money, so there's no real benefit to buying them both together. Ultimately, though, I think I had more fun with Dying Light, so if you never played that, I'd recommend going and getting the Game of the Year edition for Dying Light over this. But if you already played Dying Light and you want to see what the developer made before, then hop on into Dead Island. So what do you guys think about Dead Island? Did you hate it when it came out? Are you going to give it another chance? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe for more gameplay, live streams, and reviews, and I hope to see you guys on the next one.